Emmerdale fans have been on tenterhooks over the past few weeks, as John Sugden's actions continued to take a dangerous turn. John unintentionally caused the death of Nate Robinson when he came to the village last year. Nate was off to Shetland for a new beginning after his marriage to Tracy fell apart. However, after sustaining an injury, John injected him with something to save him. Regrettably, Nate had a negative reaction to the injection and passed away. In recent times, Nate's body was eventually found, but John managed to shift the blame onto Aaron through a meticulously written suicide note. While relishing his new marriage to Aaron Dingle, John was certain his secret was safely hidden, quite literally. However, the situation took a turn when Mackenzie Boyd figured out that John was the culprit, reports the Manchester Evening News. After a heated argument with Charity Dingle, he headed to London, leaving his wife clueless about his current predicament of being held captive in John's underground bunker, leading her to believe he's abandoned her permanently. Upon discovering Aaron's one-night fling with his ex-husband Robert Sugden, John became resolute to make Aaron need him. He spiked his drink, but left him alone after realizing that Mac had escaped from the bunker. As Aaron had another sip of the laced whiskey, he followed John into the woods seeking his help. Eventually, Aaron worked out what John was up to and then found Mac's phone in his pocket. Piecing things together, he ventured into the wood to find his best friend. Unfortunately, he had no luck whatsoever and John prevented him. Following his confession of all his disturbing crimes to Aaron, John believed he was getting his husband to understand him. This all reached its conclusion when Robert emerged attempting to be the hero. A jealous John then contacted the authorities to set up Robert as he hurled himself and Aaron over the cliff edge. In the aftermath, both were rushed to the medical center. Aaron remains in an induced coma, much like John's former fiancée Aidan Moore, whilst John's wounds were less serious. Everyone pointed the finger at Robert, who was quickly arrested, the only resident with any suspicion being Paddy Kirk, who knows John was saying some dangerous things via the helpline he volunteers for. During Thursday's hour-long episode, John regained consciousness and was seated in Aaron's hospital ward. Now, viewers are worried that he'll try to murder him to prevent the truth from emerging. On a Reddit discussion, Daniel Still a Child posted, "John being conscious this EP makes me fairly certain that he's going to try to kill Aaron in hospital. He's going to be out of hospital before Aaron shows any signs of waking up, but when he does, John's going to attempt to kill him like he was going to with Aidan. If Aaron wakes up, John's worst nightmares will happen. 1. Everyone finding out he's not a hero and actually murderous villain. 2. Everyone will realize that Robert was right about him and he'll not go back to prison." This seems like the only reason they would give John such minimal injuries. Reddit user Cold Society chimed in, "I was thinking this is a possibility as well. Maybe Paddy will realize this and constantly hover around Aaron with John trying to find ways to get rid of him." Another Reddit user, a Spanel alumna, suggested, "If John does anything, he's not going to make it look like murder. Maybe John will try to keep Aaron in a coma like Aidan. They are both in the same hospital, right?